Oh my gosh, the character voice lines. Like, nothing is heard in your, like, stream voice-wise. I mean, I don't care, although I can hear you a lot better now.
Tara, can you hear me in the game?
Hang on, there's a delay with the stream. I just heard myself talking to nothing.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah. Oh yeah, check this out. She gave me the power to attack. Broke man's teeth. Stop bullying that drug.
Oh, that is a solid minute delay. That is wild.
I sacrificed it.
Why are you sacrificing?
Because I got a bunch more looms. Hey!
Blow up an old man?
Yes.
Like, I have to keep in mind that, like, the stream is so late compared to what you're actually doing. It's actually kind of funny.
I got 101 lums. That means I get all 3. Oh,
What the fuck? I mean,
are you hearing yourself?
no, I just know that isn't YouTube, like, particular about not cursing?
You can curse. Nobody else is watching. I have like
Fair enough.
I got like 7 subscribers. Go ahead and curse.
Okay.
It's my channel. You can do whatever the hell you want. I freaking love this soundtrack.
The sounds are very silly, goofy.
Freaking geyser blowout.
Mm.
I'm gonna hit the man. These
So
lazy
you're saying all
fellas.
this stuff, and it like still shows me on like the menu where you're like not even like crossed the bridge on the question mark. Did you say geyser blowout and I didn't see it until just now? Geyser blowout.
Okay, so that's a 30-second delay. Huh.
Yeah, yeah, half a minute.
That's weird.
Nibbler, you know the door's open.
Nibbler,
Dumb cat.
you are a
He's yelling
smarter
at my
cat than
door.
that.
Yes.
Careful. Haha!
Huzzah.
Open sesame.
Fair enough. Hey, I subscribed. Did you know that?
Oh, I didn't get alerted. Thank you. Wait. Who's screaming? Help me. There you are.
There's somebody screaming. Oh.
Screw these old men.
Oh, there's the door.
You know you can play up to 4 people in this game?
That sounds absolutely wild.
It's absolute chaos. And then Rayman Legends just makes everything more sharper.
Mm. Why do the old mans, like, explode? That's what I want to know.
Oh, okay, so long story short, we're in the Glade of Dreams. Everything here is born from the Dreamer, which is basically a bearded toad dude who occasionally smokes the pipe. So
Fair enough.
if he has bad dreams, the bad dreams become nightmares, and the old men, the hillbillies, are nightmares.
I see. So they explode.
They explode and basically inflate. It happens to us too.
I see.
So if nobody comes to save them, they just stay exploded, or you can bounce on them again to get more height or get more money. But if I'm playing this with, say if you and me are playing this together, I get hit, I get inflated into balloon, you can bounce on me to revive me. No, and I
like
missed.
reverse resuscitation or something?
Yep.
You're exploded. Get that out of you. Not going out of you. Excellent.
I freaking love the cartoony wind-up punch. Why I oughta.
I'm still at a pause menu.
Give it a few seconds.
Yeah. Such a delay.
Hold on, is there something I can do about that?
No, absolutely nothing. Oh? Going gamer?
Normal latency, low latency, ultra low latency. Ultra low latency.
The door is open!
Wait. The door is open.
Kick the cat door so that he can understand that he can come in if he wants to.
Yeah. Hey, watch this.
We'll wait 30 seconds. The delay. The delay was so long. Did you just jump on the mouth of the water creature and not get bit?
Oh yeah, no. If I got bit, that would have been my ass. It's literally a gamble. Sometimes there's big treasure coins there. Man, that's bullshit. Well, whatever. I should have went back and got those 7 rooms. Punching, whatever that word is. Got my heart and I immediately lost it. Oh shit! Haha! Freaking water monster was not gonna touch me today.
You know, a really old game that I want to play again is Ty the Tiger.
Eye the Tiger? Wait. Rayman has a musical level like that.
What?
Yeah, in Rayman Legends we have music levels. There's a mariachi band playing Eye of the Tiger.
That has nothing to do with Ty the Tiger.
Oh, I thought you said Eye of the Tiger.
No, Ty. T-Y, the Tiger.
Oh.
Yeah, he's he has an Australian accent, if I remember correctly, and he throws he has, like, boomerangs? Or something like that? I forget, like, the thing. I just remember that he's Ty the Tiger, he has boomerangs, and, like, this rat thing decided to take a bunch of legendary artifacts, and, like, a portal opened, sealing everybody, including Ty's family, and now he has to use the boomerangs and regain these tiger relics, and then fight. It's basically kind of like an off-brand Sonic, but Aussie. That sounds weird to say. Because he has to also, like, free a bunch of creatures, because the rat dude person thing made this giant robot and wanted to use the relics to power it, and yeah.
Gotta go in here. Calm down. Nope. See what I mean? Inflate.
And give it a minute.
That's number one.
No, I see.
Got it. Oh hey, so I looked it up. Uh, the only thing that I can find is Tai Fu. Or Tai the Tasmanian Tiger. Is that the game you're talking about?
Tasmanian Tiger. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, for PS2.
Yep. There it is. Also for PS2, freaking young tiger named Tai Fu. Wrath of the Tiger. Freaking edgelord.
Don't know about that one. I just know that Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. I just remember playing that game and getting confused on a part and getting so mad at it that I asked my dad for help and he told me to figure it out because big brain.
It's always more rewarding when you figure it out yourself.
I was 7. I just wanted to move on.
All I understood when I was 7, if there are enemies, then I'm going the right way.
Yeah, no, it was like a parkour puzzle at the time. And you know how the PS2 stuff was.
Right, sometimes it just wasn't. Ah! My greedy ass.
Oh yeah, I'm drawing again.
What you drawing?
A Tasha. With a nub. And holding her quasi-prosthetic part actual arm.
You know what? I am not gonna go after that coin. I shall resist temptation. Even though I want it a lot. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I definitely don't need it. But I want it.
Actually, 8 a.m.
This whole world is just one big slip and slide. Aha. Oh. That was infinitely more complicated than I needed it to be. I really wish I could hover. There we go. Whoop. Haha! Parkour, parkour. And it's gone. I was denied riches.
Dang.
How dare you hit me? Bang! Back to the glade of dreams. New character unlocked. Don't worry about that. Ah! Alright. Swinging caves. So, okay, since you don't know anything about Rayman, you want to know how this game was advertised? Basically, there in one of the weirdest ways, this game was advertised with Rayman being well endowed, taking a piss in a human bathroom.
What?
Yeah, in a freaking magazine, there was literally like an ad for Rayman being well endowed, freaking suggesting, literally said bigger and better, taking a piss in a bathroom.
That's a weird way to advertise.
It was the early 2000s, or 2010s. It was hilarious to me back then. No! The fear in my voice. I was not expecting that to actually crash. Not this time, Mr. Boy. Cause of death greed. Cause of deaf stupidity. We in here? Freedom! Be free, you tiny pink ball people! There we go. $257. Not bad. Alright, we get to save the nymph now. Hey, check this out.
Well, remember the 30-second delay. What in the Rapunzel's going on here?
What in the cotton candy Rapunzel?
Hey, don't bring up Nessa in this. Leave the snake out of this.
No, man, if the guy can dream, right? I can only imagine that is what the good him dreams of.
Oh my gosh.
Just friendly pink creatures that you can bounce on and bring you candy. Hi-ho mosquito.
Mosquitoes?
Yep, mosquito.
More like malaria.
Nah, mosquito's cool. He's our freaking... Check it out. Do my ride, mosquito! Yeah!
not? Why is he shooting malaria pellets?
Yes. Actually, no, he's shooting the vaccine.
Why would the mosquito have the vaccine and the mosquito's the cause of it?
Because
well, not really the cause, but the main spreader.
Because he drank from somebody who had the vaccine already. And now he's a traitor to his people.
Sure, we can just... Sure.
By the way, those aren't his shoes.
Okay. Did he steal them?
No. Those are mine, though. Get sucked up. Boom. The little screams are amazing.
What in the curbo?
Oh, we're transitioning to the new world. Good. Hey, since you mentioned Ty the Tiger,
Yeah?
get ready because we're about to go to the desert of didgeridoos.
Desert of didgeridoos?
The desert of didgeridoos. My second
Isn't
favorite.
that the instrument that does the wah 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 thing?
Yep.
That's funny. I mean, although, if I remember correctly, the Ty the Tiger stuff, like, happens in a jungle, not a desert. It might be a desert level, but the main area, what in the Angry Bird?
We're having Waffle House for dinner.
Waffle Ho.
Waffle Ho in the Waffle House.
Waffle Ho! Wait, is that gonna play in your stream?
It's gonna play in my stream because I can hear your voice.
Waiting for it. There it is!
You played it right as I beat the chicken.
Beautiful.
Okay, I did pretty good in this world. I'm only missing 4. We're going to the didgeridoos and didgeridon'ts. Crazy bouncing. No, I want to bounce on your head. Yeah! This area is so freaking sick. Nope. That is too much work and time. Oh. You are right there. That's Zeph. I once had a Twitch viewer see me play this level. He's like, "No, my family!" And I looked at his name and it's like Red Parrot. That shit cracked me up. So close.
And yet so far?
But in the end, it doesn't even matter.
Bruh. You're mixing things up, my guy.
Damn it.
That would be the I tried so hard and got so far.
I listen to a lot of music. Sometimes it gets mixed up in my head.
I also listen to a lot of music. In fact, I finally have, let's see, 11 songs for Atasha's playlist. Took a week.
Yeah, I'm still looking for like more songs that would actually be suitable for after.
Bro, the fact that me and Gray both sent you Mr. Brightside.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to you guys about that. Was there something you're trying to tell me?
No, he joking. Okay, so Gray sent it to me jokingly because of the fact that my character is more optimistic than a lot of the other characters. For some reason, I was just like, nah, what if Asriel? And then we both started cackling. He's like, who's gonna send it? I'm like, so we both sent it, not realizing that we both sent it. We just got into a conversation about how it would totally be Asriel if someone else was flirting with Ezreal. Because technically, if Ezreal chooses to be a guy and there's some other chick flirting with him,
It's like, Azrael was just like,
and Ezreal's in the background, like, what the fuck, man?
pain. The pink flame just turns black.
But no, we just thought it'd be a really fucking funny song for Ezreal.
Dude, the moment he's not getting attention from Ezreal is like, there's somebody else, isn't there? Who is it? Who is the skank that you're cheating on me with? There is literally nobody else. Don't you lie to me. I've seen the way you've been looking at Percy. And it just immediately goes over to Percy. I'll kill you.
And Percy's just like, what the fuck are you on?
Izakaya is just like recording the whole thing.
If anything, dude, I wouldn't be surprised if those two got together, although that would be weird.
I think they would get together, but only like after Percy goes through some like seriously like. I mean, from
Well,
what he described from about his character, the man needs therapy, like almost as much as Azriel needs therapy.
I think the only character right now... No, Atasha would need therapy after dealing with, Viper. Actually. Although I think that Vernon might need therapy more than Atasha.
It still kills me. Azriel is like in the hospital bed, wakes up. Huh? What was that evil shit? Nah, I don't give a fuck.
Or the hold up. Why is the otter missing an arm?
What happened to the big guy? Damn it, Percy! I missed everything because of you. Why didn't you wake me up?
You did wake up.
Hi, Nugget.
Oh, hey. My second sexy nymph. And this one's tan.
This one's tan. I get to weaponize banana bread tomorrow.
Hello, gorgeous.
Oh gosh.
I can use my hair to fly.
What?
Check it out.
Hang on, I need to wait 30 seconds. Hold up. Oh, so you're like Tails, but with your hair.
Pretty much.
Propeller cap hair, having it.
Look at little weird.
Oh.
That was a dumb death.
I feel bad for Vernon, though. Not gonna lie. She was so panicked and worried. And now she's injured because of it.
Ah, I wasn't careful enough. I bumped into another balloon.
Get ballooned, idiot.
Yeah, get rotated. I said rotate, chat.
Rotate?
Sure. Rotate, rotato. I did not say the R word, chat. I did not say the R word.
Nobody's in chat.
If they watch this stream later, they will.
Fair enough. Oh, my Duolingo's yelling at me.
Chill, Duolingo. It's not that deep. It's never that deep.
No, it's actually my friend because they, for some reason, foolishly decided to start a streak with me, not realizing that I don't do my Duolingo normally until midnight, and they're trying to get me to do it earlier. But I might as well do it. I'll mute real quick so it's not just people watching the stream hearing bad Japanese.
Hey, sayonara, Gigo-chan.
What did you just say?
Sayonara, Giggle-chan.
Giggle-chan? That's san to you.
Oh. Apologies. Senpai.
Now you shut the fuck up.
It is literally my job not to.
I will make Azriel suffer. You forget I have access to shit.
Alright, go ahead. That's plot development for me.
Fair enough.
Besides, I'm pretty sure it's a rule that we can't actively go after each other like that.
Not in the game. You forget that I am twins with my twin. No comment?
Wait, if we ever have to fight, that means you're trying to tell me you're gonna get a bunch of free 20s?
I already have a bunch of free 20s.
No, I mean like at a ridiculous amount, to the point where you just like one-shot me every single time.
No.
Oh.
What I mean is that I can just make it to I could just make a joke that it's my twin, and then more dumb funny shit can happen to you.
I don't think you understand. Azrael, in the span of 2 days, has fought Doctor Who and the Tartarus, survived throwing through 2 Ryokus that should honestly destroy absolutely everything, proceeded to have his entire sexuality questioned for the first time in years, got dragged into the bathroom by a they-them.
By a they then.
By a literal they-them that has done nothing but absolutely baffle him.
The Ken doll.
The
Ken doll. Minus the pecs.
The actual Barbie doll.
Mm-hmm. No, Barbie doll has titties. That's why I said the Ken doll without pecs. Because technically Ken doesn't have titties.
The ultimate femboy. And then literally just accepted. Just literally just like went through the 5 stages of grief and just accepted, you know what? This is my life now. I might as well just roll with the punches until I get what I need. And then I probably might have to make it official. He might have to make it official if this goes forward.
Oh, I know my twin. It will go.
Honestly, I never expected it to like go as well as it did.
Oh, no, 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 no. This is tasty ramen.
Ooh, I could go for some ramen.
A cute person. That's what Azrael thinks of Ezreal.
Azrael thinks of what?
Ezreal?
Explain the whole joke to me. I couldn't hear you.
There wasn't a I was doing my Duolingo and I had to translate a sentence to English, and the sentence was a cute person. And I said that's what Azrael thinks Ezreal is.
What does Ezreal think of Azrael?
I don't know.
Probably looks at him like a freaking angry plush. And for those of you watching and don't understand the joke, it's 2 different characters. You are not hearing the same name twice. One spelled with an A,
here.
One spelled with an E.
Az thinks of easy. Haha, Duolingo is done.
Haha, get lingoed, fool.
Get lingoed.
Ah, no, death! I miscalculated my calculations.
You know, I almost want to have like that meme where, you know how there's the vine, where it's the short guy that starts confronting a tall guy, and then the tall guy stands up, so then the short guy and his friend, like, one climbs on the other one's shoulders and then bitch slap.
Yeah.
I was thinking about, like, drawing, like, a cartoon, like, drawing comic of that, where it's Vernon and Natasha with...
Yeah, you can say it. Azrael can say some rude shit sometimes.
I didn't mention Azrael.
Oh, then who's the tall person you're gonna bitch slap?
Nessa.
You sure you don't mean Viper?
Yeah, except the problem is that with Viper he just munch, you know? You know how Viper is. I mean, it could be Azrael too, although Natasha doesn't have any beef with Azrael. And Azrael doesn't have any beef with Natasha.
Yeah, he's just brutally honest sometimes.
And Natasha's autistic, so she likes brutally honest.
Oh, then we're gonna be friends then.
Yeah. That's funny.
Wait, nope.
Because literally on her character sheet, her flaw, literal, she doesn't really understand jokes very well, or figures of speech. That's just one of her flaws. Because sometimes I'm really stupid and don't understand the joke. IRL. Did you just get sanded?
Yes, I did. I had to die on purpose because I keep hearing a... There we go. There's to help me. Okay, so I know it's gonna be in like 30 seconds, but this world really has the prettiest things. You're going to see a guitar.
Okay. That is certainly a shape of a guitar.
Nope, literally a working wind guitar.
Well, that doesn't make sense.
It's a world of dreams. You're in a land of didgeridoos. Nothing has to make sense. No! I'm gonna die! No! I won't die! I won't die! I won't die! I will survive! 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 Toucan, save me! Toucan, Sam's cousin! Thank you! So scary. Be gone, angry birds! if there was ever like a moment where Atasha and Azrael have to team up, it would essentially just be like a steam bomb.
Yeah, it actually would. Or it'd be Atasha cooling him off since she has water emulation.
Yeah, but
Because
he would have
she
to
can
like.
give you burn points.
Yeah, wait. But how would that work technically since the water is a part of your semblance and then. Wait, your semblance is water manipulation. That means the water
Emulation.
is emulation.
Meaning
Wait.
that, yes, I can generate a small amount of water and then manipulate it. But here's the thing, Nakashimi flames are kind of like semblance and they absorb anything. Which is why they're immune to poison and stuff, is because, well, their semblance is fire, just kind of burns through it. But with Atasha's water, she could splash it on you and it'll cool you down and give you burn points. That's just one of the benefits.
Yeah, I know, but the question is. No, actually, no. That's actually a good exception because my flames can shut down semblances.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and water is a good way. That's why I actually wanted Kai on my team, was because I wanted to have the team attack thing where I have a bond with everybody in my team, but also having a Nakashimi on my team means that I can be a support to the Nakashimi via cooling her down so she doesn't burn herself.
I like how in the first two sessions, both Kai, and Azrael were like they freaking exploded for two completely different reasons.
Well, yeah, with Kai, there's just some random pop star mouse chick that's calling her hot, and she doesn't understand that it's flirting.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's you, questioning whether or not you're gay.
And getting humiliated in front of the person who made me question whether or not I was gay. In the first place, by a laughing Tanuki man.
I mean, let's see, what Atasha, I mean, she hasn't had to go through much, but I also know that there's a lot planned. During your guys' fight stuff, I didn't want to take up any time, because honestly I wanted y'all to have a consistent long fight without too much of, oh, this is what so-and-so's thinking while watching your fight. Honestly, I hate those. Like, you're watching a fight, yeah, you can have opinions about it, but just type it in the chat. We don't need to waste time, like, individually doing that unless someone is going to interact with an NPC during that. Which is why I had Atasha go fuck off.
Yeah. But I think the reason for what that is because everyone is seeing us and how we fight, so now everyone has a clear understanding about how freaking strong our mentors apparently are. I think that was.
Well, it's not even that. I mean, I know that the mentors are strong. Like, really strong. Because that's just what they are. They're mentors. I mean, we're training to be huntsmen. And the mentors are exceptionally, like, really good huntsmen. That's why they're the mentors. Because they go above and beyond the average huntsman.
Yeah. But
in fact, that was actually mostly for you and Percy, since you guys are the ones that are new to the world.
Yeah. I guess, oh, and...
Because, yeah, the original plan was just for you two to fight, and then, like, for just us players to fight each other. There was gonna be no mentor thing, but then, Toos had to make Dokkaebi do his job, and then it changed into something else.
It's still funny.
Yeah. And honestly, I was not expecting the Atasha encounter with Viper to go the way it did. Which was interesting.
I was actually shocked when I heard that. Like, wait, hold on, slow down. What? How did we get to this point? When happened? When did this happen? Why did he transform? What triggered the transformation?
Oh, I already know everything that triggered the transformation. You were busy fighting, but no, wait, no, you were not fighting.
I got knocked out.
No, it was before your fight. What triggered it? Cause you didn't fight till after Katie and Calliope.
Yep.
And right after Katie and Calliope's fight, Nessa got up saying, "I need to go." And Atasha thought that he was feeling queasy after seeing Calliope nearly get decapitated. So that's why before you guys started fighting, so Atasha completely missed the Nakashimi fight. She noticed at the beginning of your guys' fight that Nessa still hadn't come back. So out of concern, she went to go look for him. And that was when you guys were fighting. So, yeah, and, you know, with Calliope nearly getting decapitated, that was when Hemlock came out. And the thing about the Children of Grimm is that they're all kind of, like, connected, because they are technically siblings. And so when Hemlock came out, it awoke Viper. Because of proximity and Grimm bullshit.
So, when you guys were explaining that, the first thing that came into my brain was, okay, have you ever heard of an anime called The Rayman?
No.
Where there's a group of humans with antimatter powers that basically become superhuman. They have the memories of Noah, the biblical Noah, and they're on a mission to destroy humanity and restart. Also, they have antimatter powers. You would like the show. Ah! I hate the pufferfish.
Pufferfish?
Yeah, look at the flying pufferfish.
Hang on, I have to wait 30 seconds. Oh, you mean the puffer birds?
Yep.
My parents had a pufferfish a while back when I was really little.
Oh, thank God. Nope, no. That last part was like the damn Iron Maiden. wonder if we should have mentioned phobias. Nah, that's too much power. Skyward Sonata.
I never filled out the describe character thing because I don't really know how to describe Atasha. She's there.
I have the opposite problem because I really like to write down and describe my characters.
I let my characters speak for themselves. Like, via their actions. I'm not gonna sit there like, some of the other players and be like, oh, she's feeling this, that, or the other, and she's thinking this, that, or the other. No, I don't do that with my characters. The other player characters wouldn't know everything that she's thinking or feeling because that's just not realistic.
It tricked me. Keep going.
But my characters, they react to situations. And one of the reasons why I had Atasha so calm, even with the whole Viper attack thing, was because, honestly, the only thing I could imagine at that time was Atasha's father, Dingo Dad, you know, the Vakian, in his full Aussie accent, I can't do an Aussie accent, saying, don't show fear. Grim love fear. That's what, you know, that's what they're drawn to. So if you ever encounter anything grim-like, keep a cool head. Don't get scared. And be ready to face it head on.
I popped myself. It's actually sound advice, by the way. That was actually pretty sound advice.
Well, yeah. Atasha's dad might be a merchant, but he is a Vakian. And like Vakians, he fights Grim. That's just one of the things that they do.
Yeah, because fuck the Grim.
Yes. And I think that, like, yeah, I know that, like, with injuries and stuff, some people react more to pain than others, but Atasha really doesn't. Atasha, when I made Atasha, I essentially made me. And would I react to my arm being bitten off? Of course I would. I would shed a few tears, but if it was an emergency situation, I would force myself to stay calm. That is my legit reaction to everything.
Well, yeah, also you pretty smart to do because you don't know if that's gonna set off you-know-who, Viper.
Yeah. I tried to have Atasha remain calm because, well, one, being calm is, like, the #1 thing that you're told to do in emergency situations. And Atasha being a rule follower, she'll hear something like rule of thumb and literally take that as a rule. And what's the rule of thumb with emergency situations? Don't panic. And being in Haven, I found it so funny GM is just like, how much time did she spend in the water? I'm like, probably hours on end. Why would she be in the water so long? Well, hanging out with the faunus. Why? Because racism. You know, humans don't really like faunus over there. And he's like, yeah, but you're topside. Atasha. She's mutated. He's like, oh, right.
Yeah, your lungs are stronger than regular humans. You're basically an X-Men.
No, she's a faunus.
You're stronger than the regular faunus.
Not really stronger, just more faunus than an average faunus.
Why did the Yogi Bear theme song freaking blow up in my head?
I have no idea.
More faunus than your average faunus. Smarter than your average bear.
Fair enough.
Ah, no, I'm dead. Fuck.
But
I distracted myself.
damn. Get wrecked, I guess. Oh.
Go on, you were talking about Tasha.
I think I might have to explain that. Because one of the things... Hang on. Oh yeah, also another feature that she has... is she can sense dust. Meaning if you have any dust on you, she can find you. So, yeah.
Yeah. I think the only other feature Azrael has is being able to see without... Well, Nakashima, yeah, but also being able to see without actually using his eyes.
And also the fact that illusions don't work on him. No poison. He can't be poisoned.
I mean,
The biggest flaw is ice. You're weak to ice.
ice is the kryptonite.
Yeah, in the future, I know it's going to happen because it's happened in the other game, and it was something that was brought up. Atasha will go from water to ice with her abilities when her abilities grow.
Depending on what type of route I want Azrael to go, he may... Wait, what the fuck? What happened to my desktop? I can't...
I ate it, sorry.
No, there's no music playing.
Damn. I ate the music.
No, not my music. Wait, there's still sound effects. What happened to the music?
It died, obviously. But, what were you gonna say about Azrael? The route?
Oh, depending on what route I make him go, he's either going to lose to his arch enemy and then, like, go on a complete Vegeta arc where he's just going fucking insane trying to become even stronger and just ignore everybody else to the point where he's actually starting to become a danger on missions, and it's and then it's it's gonna be up to you with your ice powers to try and stop him.
Shit, you gonna put this shit on me? Bro.
If you get
show up like Twilight Sparkle, freeze his feet to the floor, and be like, "Stop it!
Put some.
You have friends here."
Stop in the name of friendship.
You have a team to lead, motherfucker.
Azrael's just going nuclear because he couldn't freaking avenge his freaking family. It's like, and then he just becomes a freaking like raid boss. Everyone just tries to calm down. Freaking, I can only imagine Dokupi's like aid to that whole thing is like ice bucket. Or it didn't work.
Ice bucket challenge.
10,000 more ice buckets. Where the fuck?
No, like Atasha, when she first got her ice stuff in the other game, it was we were on a mission in a dungeon, and there was these siblings. There's, but like not like grim siblings, just a couple of Chanteur kids. Um, and one had flame abilities, the other one had ice. And the ice one used her ultimate ability and summoned an avalanche that was going to wipe everybody, essentially bury everybody in the snow for a couple rounds. And Atasha had like a semblance awakening during that, because in a bout of fear and determination, knowing that snow and ice were just a form of water, just kind of willed herself into holding the entire avalanche back for like 15 seconds before parting it for Max and Mahati. Which, yes, Max was the character after Nessa died for Astra.
Yeah. Again, that he has a bullshit power that I can't be mad at. Dude has double invincibility.
Max?
Yeah, Max has double immortality.
Well, yeah, he's part of several families. That's why.
Yeah, I know. Double immortality.
But Max has his own flaws.
Yeah. Asa doesn't strike me as the person who would like create a character that's completely unbeatable. Because then what would be the point?
He likes making strong characters, but those strong characters also have intense flaws.
Mm-hmm.
So, which I like having strong characters too, but
Yeah.
I also like to be a little simple. Like, if you're able to see Inessa, I mean, I love Inessa. She's one of my favorites. Because the whole thing with her story, she is royalty from a clan that has a lot of powerful relics. And she came from such a privileged upbringing saw that as an opportunity um, to get her engaged. So without talking to her, they agreed to have her help host the party. So she went out of obligation and was told to be nice to the prince, so she decided to be nice to the prince. And only ended up meeting the rest of the party, where they noticed that she was the co-host and had some questions. And then a displacer beast, wielding guns, got real aggressive. She ran out, they chased after her. The prince came out right as she ran into him, and he thought she was leading these people to him to kill him for some reason. But the problem was is that he had given her a medallion, and that medallion was a relic that related to a mirror that he was holding. And when Inessa ran into him, it activated both relics and started the end of the world.
That is a gratuitous amount of bullshit.
It was only in one area, and technically it was a trial of the gods, but everyone on the boat that wasn't in the safety bubble that formed for, the trialees,
Hmm.
aka the player characters and the prince, along with a couple NPCs, um, everyone outside of that bubble turned into zombies.
That that is terrible. That is.
Yep.
Oh,
And Displacer Beast displaced us onto a dinghy. The prince tried shooting a death laser at the dinghy, but the Displacer Beast displaced again, and then we ended up on an island in a completely different country. And what do the other player characters do? Blame my character for everything that happened when she's just as much a victim. Because she was just there because her family wanted her to get with the prince. And she thought the prince was kooky himself. And after staying the night on the beach, she's like, well, we're all here, and we're all broke. Why don't we do a job and get some money and figure out where the fuck we are? And they're like, we hate you, but you're right. So we'll reluctantly agree. And I'm like, fine, whatever. So they went to a job board that they found, took a job, and it was a job to get rid of a bunch of these weird badger creatures. And we start fighting. Inessa, she actually has no, like, physical fighting skills. She just has her relic, which her relic is shields. She can summon a shield to, protect herself along with one other person. And so she's shielding this other chick who has a spear and she's like stabbing at them. The other guy, he was kind of new and he didn't realize that by missing his first hit, he thought it meant he couldn't try again.
ah.
And so he just kind of dipped. And then the other guy, he had a mental breakdown about he can't do this, he's not the hero type, yada yada. And he ended up meeting this dude in the alleyway nearby, and the dude was like, dude, you gotta save them. They're gonna, like, die since, like, the others dipped. And then the Incubus was like, oh yeah, I can save that one person. Yeah, you're right. Doesn't save my character because my character's hated. Saves the chick I was, like, being support to, and flies off, leaving Inessa alone, surrounded by, like, 15 of these badger things. So Inessa, freaking out of course, uses her ultimate attack that her relic has. The ultimate attack? Basically, her relic glows, she gets a little safety bubble for herself, and then everything with a 25-foot radius gets absolutely crushed by gravity to the point where you're just dead. And that's what she did. She killed a fuck ton of badgies, scaring off the others. And that demon boy in the alley, he was watching. And so was the rest of the party. They immediately start yelling at her, like, why the fuck were you hiding that from us? Blah, blah, blah. You shouldn't have kept that a secret. Why didn't you do that in the first place?
Why did you run
Yelling at
away
her
and not
and
help me?
yeah. And Inessa looked at them and went, if I did that while you guys were there, you guys would have died too. And they're like, maybe you wanted that to happen. Maybe it's good that we got out of there before you did that. I'm like,
You, I hate whiny characters like that.
But then the demon boy went, holy shit, that was really fucking cool. But quick question, why were your tits glowing?
Of course, the demon would think that.
Well, her tits were glowing because her relic, I decided to be really funny, because he said that anything could be a relic, and I was like, oh yeah, because a bralette would be a relic, and he goes, yes, and I'm like, fuck it. So, her relic is a bralette. Just because I thought it would be funny. Get piranha'd.
Piranha in the Kool-Aid.
And so he asks that, and she's just like, oh, it's a thing that I can occasionally do. And he's just like, you're so cool. And she's just like, huh, he doesn't have a death wish on me. That's nice. And we go, and we get paid. Inessa gets handed a gun as a thank you for destroying baddies. And some more bullshit happens, and we have to cross this big ass ice bridge. And no, wait, no, that was later. We ended up going to like this fair thing, and since Demon Boy is Johnny, since Johnny noticed that all of the other characters were just giving her shit left, right, and center and bullying the shit out of her, he decided to take her away from them. And he's like, listen, we're here to look at stuff here and just kind of relax a little bit and maybe get some equipment. You can come with me and I'll show you the cool mech stuff. And she's like, okay, so she's following around this ADHD dude, and she ends up seeing a thing where there's like a cool, like, equipment, and she wants it. So she trades some information of, yeah, the print through a party, and then it went to shit.
Gossip.
And that was apparently the wrong person to tell. She didn't know. She just wanted a cool thing. And then they got mad at her and decided to go to some base in the mountains because one of the people that hated her had a secret base in the mountains, and they had to cross an ice bridge to get there, and it was springtime, so the bridge was starting to melt.
Ah, no, piranhas!
Yeah, that's a lot of piranhas. Um, and they start crossing the bridge. Of course, she's in the very back, but then Demon Boy sees a bird carrying something shiny up in the sky, and he immediately runs for it. Now the thing is that when he runs, he ends up running in a way that he actually leaves a trail of fire, because demon bullshit, and that ended up melting the bridge, and before she could even think of a reaction, um, it collapsed and she fell into the water and had to pull herself out. The problem? The water was freezing because ice water.
Yeah, otters are not meant for that.
Inessa is not an otter.
Autophonus.
No, that's a Tasha.
Oh, wait.
I'm talking about a completely different game.
Is this a scorpion?
No, that's still in the Ruby world. This is a completely different world.
Apologies, continue on.
You're good. But yeah, no, she in this one, she is actually a Asimar.
Okay.
But so yeah, she was um cold, and she was wearing like a dress with some shorts underneath. But earlier people kept ripping at the skirt for things, but she was wearing a pair of shorts, so it was fine, kind of. But when she fell into the water, she obviously kept the bralette on, but took off the dress to try wringing it out, so that, you know, her vagina wouldn't have to be a problem for her. And the incubus, who had passed out, he woke up inside of a mech and decided to aim a laser cannon at my character, because why not? He
The-
fired, and the GM, being the GM, had Demon Boy Johnny snatch her and jump up in the air right as the laser shot, and narrowly missed. And then her, being an Asimar having wings, she glided them back down. The other characters did not like that Demon Boy was being nice to my character, because my character is of a annoying clan that nobody likes. And they didn't trust him. So when they had a little powwow in the secret base, they intentionally kicked Demon Boy as well as Inessa out, because they just didn't trust them. But little did they know, Johnny actually has really good hearing, and he could hear them anyway.
Damn, this is some first class racism right here.
It's not even racism.
But you literally did nothing.
Technically, I started that God trial. The trial of the gods thing that turned a bunch of people into zombies. And with the history of my character's clan, that clan is literally hated by everyone else in the country. So being a part of the clan is the sin. But anyway, so yeah, he gets mad because Johnny gets mad because he can hear all the shit that they're talking about how they need certain things and how, you know, Johnny knows these things and could help them, but they don't trust him because he's being nice to my character. They don't trust my character one bit because she's a Vega, and Vegas are evil, and blah blah blah. And she's just kind of there.
Which is weird because demons and Asimar don't get along.
That's part of the joke. He was also hiding that he was a demon, although she figured it out because when he was running, his horns peeked out.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and um, but Inessa, she really doesn't like judging people. She will, but she does it based off of actions, really. And he was the only one being nice to her, so she was chill with it. And while sitting there waiting for them to finish their powwow, he looks at Inessa and goes, "Hey," he goes, "what's up?" He goes, "These people kind of suck. I know I bully the shit out of you, so like, I already know what they want from me. You wanna like come with me and help me gather parts for what's needed and meet my band?" He goes, "You got a band?" And he's like, "Yeah, we're kind of new, but I, we played a couple songs." And she's just like, "Okay, sounds better than getting bullied more by people." She goes, and then they come out and start trying to sweet talk Johnny into doing the thing that they need. And he just kind of says, "Fuck off, bitches," picks up Inessa and dips. So while they're doing other shit, he and Inessa go back to this other area where she meets the band, and the band, immediately upon seeing Johnny with a girl, goes, "Hold up, hold up." Like, they literally stopped mid-practice, and were like, "Hold up." And they did the whole, like, interrogation thing. Like, it was, "Oh yeah, this is so-and-so, that's so-and-so, that's so-and-so, that's so-and-so. Um, you know what, you guys, like, say hi. I'm gonna get, like, sodas from the gas station real quick." And then that was it when the interrogation happened. And,
How much money did he offer
they're
you?
like,
We're broke.
"No, it wasn't even that. It was just, how do you know him? Like, what, did you want something? Did you know him for his fame? Did you know that he's a star over here? Blah, blah, blah." She's just like, "No, he's just really nice to me. I'm just here, man. I have no ill will or anything, and I had no idea that he was even a musician." And they're just like, "You passed the vibe check." She's just like, "Okay."
Vibe test conquered.
Yeah. So she hangs out with them, gets to know them a little bit. One of them has a sandwich shop, and they all go there. And Johnny's like, "We don't really have any more rooms, so I guess you can take my room." She's like, "Okay." And he slept in his sandwich shop. What a gentleman. And the next day, uh, the rest of the party's doing more party shit, aka getting screwed over and being stupid. And since they were being dumb and not really moving on with the plot, Astro was like, "Alright, we're gonna be a little sillier." And when Inessa caught up, Diana was like, "Hey, you've had a rough set of days." And she was like, yeah, kind of in a country that I'm not familiar with. I had been yelled at a lot. Had to sleep on the beach a couple nights. He's like, yeah, why don't we get you a mental break, buy you some new clothes, and I'll take you to the aquarium.
See?
He's like, okay.
Okay.
And then they had an aquarium date, and
Okay, da un minuto.
the aquarium date was the first time that I played games at my boyfriend's house. She was on a date with Johnny, and by the end of that date, she lost her arm. That's why the jokes were being made on Friday about that.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, 169. This is my favorite world. And all of Rayman. And we've only been to the freezer.
But yeah, kind of like Nessa, Johnny has that whole thing where he has one personality, and then something triggers, and then an alter form comes out.
Yeah.
So for Johnny, it was Nova.
So wait,
Big scary baby.
does that mean Nessa is the love interest this time?
No, 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 not at all. The Johnny and Nessa thing is a very particular thing. Atasha, honestly, I don't see any of these NPCs as a love interest for her.
Fair enough. You're free to do with your character as you want.
Mm-hmm. Calliope is aggressively going after Kai.
Oh, freaking like I hope it makes the rounds that it's because like she went full blown tits on her. It's like, wait, sexy mouse explodes with pink flames, and that's the reason why.
Mm.
Yeah. Uh, I'll tell you more about what Azrael's gonna do later.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. An hour and 55 minutes. Yeah, that's a good time.
Okay.
All right, I'm stopping the stream here. Thank you everyone who showed up, especially you. Thank you everyone who's gonna watch. Have a good day, good night, whenever you watch this, and God bless. Stay safe.